photographs of the water being like a complete star, or if you have thought patterns, the negative ones would be just distorted. Everything is frequency, whether it's a thought pattern or verbal, emotional, mental, psychological, and we can change it. And that's what I've done with my body and my mind and my soul, going from fear, shame, guilt, anger, these different things to get into alignment and energizing. And diseases are 75% is on the emotional and the mental, where we have that lower carbon energy. When I do my tones, it releases it where the body can start healing itself, like what we were talking before. That's why we have diseases.
Let me tell you, when you for radio, people need to understand, if you mention somebody, please, when you're citing a source, Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiments, they can look that up. So you guys go through.
I couldn't remember his first name.
Oh, I'm terrible about this, Marci, just letting you know. But after this many years, I've learned from the people that email me or talk to me after we get off the show.
They will correct you.
They'll correct me. So that is...
I am well aware of all that.
Okay, good. So, folks, we're just getting started, so please be patient. I had somebody call me a while ago with an angered tone. So please, folks, know that I'm doing the best I can to return. I know I upset a lot of you people, but, I'm coming back. This is considered a pseudoscience. So now we have integrative medicine for all you professionals out there. I've worked with a lot of you in hospitals and a lot of you chiropractors. And, yes, we are going to do, we're going to do a lot of different topics. That's why we're trying to separate the days. And a lot of you are wanting me to do psychic readings today. I understand that. But, we do those free as mini readings, and I know it's a very entertaining show, but we would like to have a show on Wednesdays for more people that are clergy, our metaphysicians, our practitioners, so we can have them invited so you then can in turn decide if you want to try one of their practices or their beliefs or their rituals, or follow them on cyberspace just to see what they're interested in, like you're doing me today. So what happened is, yes, I do realize that Marci has mentioned several things and several people, but we'll slow it down a little bit. So, Richard, we're going to have to control the topics and all the things because we're going a little too fast for all the people that are accustomed to us doing readings.
That's why, TJ, why I said I want to know, because this is the first time on the show, and I'm trying to keep it simple with all the knowledge and information that I've had. I'm really trying to, but it's like we go to one to another. But I said, like I've told Richard, it's just like, just tell me what you want me to talk about, what you not want to talk about, and I will try to stay on that subject and that information as much as possible. But sometimes one thing leads to another, and so it just kind of blows up.
All right, so let's talk about Masaru Emoto because he's so important. Now, it's my understanding he's no longer on the planet. So, folks,
he died, I think, about a year ago. I have his book.
Emoto, about molecular structure of water. So, he was from Yokohama, Japan, and we've mentioned him many, many times on our radio stations, folks, but we have an idea that we're going to share a lot more information open source than we've done in the past. So this is my first time to work with Marci, and Richard, has worked with us doing readings, and he's also helped describe himself like an interview. But yes, we're actually inventing sort of a panel get-to-know Marci discussion. So it's not really an interview, which I've been corrected on, and it's not really a conversation so much, but it's more conversation. So with Richard on vibrations, bandwidth, and yes, Richard will discuss vibrations versus bandwidth. So my goodness, folks, thank you. They're tuning in so fast. I'm not running a board. So I've been told to turn the board on. So let me turn the board on. My goodness, we got popular fast. I'm not used to. What did y'all do? Tell everybody y'all were coming on or something? All right, folks. I opened the board, and I will be here. So if you want to talk on the board, message me. Okay. Now I'm going to mute, and Richard, you will co-host and break down when she is talking or you're talking. You have to do Metaphysics 101 and choose the topic. So right now we're on Metaphysics 101, Masaru Emoto. If you'd like to discuss his hypothesis of the hidden message in the water or anything like that, folks, he was born in Yokohama. Let me look him up real quick.
Oh,
my goodness.
TJ?
Do you have enough information? Yeah, sure. If you've got enough
TJ?
data. Yes. Yes.
I flashed on something. Okay. The thing with the water, we'll try to stay with that subject, is when I was on Aranum, okay, I had water and I had salt. I had water in the living room, and my room was set up with crystals, and I had salt and water in my bedroom. I did my tones because the tones resonate well with water. I took a rebirthing. That's a whole other different subject. But the water and the salt ended up making a pattern with a wave. And what I've seen is the more higher frequency it is, then the more the salt makes a pattern with the water. I had moved the salt with the water in my room, and it made the pattern again. In the living room, nothing happened. So it's interesting how the geometrical forms, we won't go into sacred geometry, but how the forms with the water and the salt ended up creating patterns.
Okay, now patterns, folks, I've seen them too on the wall. A lot of you may remember some of my talk about, this is interesting to have two powerful metaphysicians at the same time. But I think we're gonna have to set up our own monthly journal with topics. But ultraviolet light with we're using it right now during the pandemic will clean a room, and with certainly electromagnetic waves. So we now have AI and robots helping clean hospital rooms, and they're pumping out as many of those 5,000 at a time in one country. I think it's Japan, where this gentleman was born, doing these new robots to clean hospital rooms. They're trying to do that as fast as they can in hospitals. But, folks, there's so much going on right now on the planet with all this vibration and growth with the pandemic. It's going to be hard to keep everybody aware of all the various words and pictures and music and inventions and all the new world products and services. So we'll do the best we can, but I'm really getting chill bumps based on the fact that I've got so much coming in on my computer and on my phone. So back to you, Richard. This is topics and how we can help in the pandemic with our it's still considered pseudoscience, but we do have let me just evoke this. Okay, with the federal government, and the government understands, we're using inventive ideas, and we're all learning with science, and we have cadres, researchers, research and development, and we have all of this medicine and this cutting edge, and some of it's still fringe. But we'll start with this gentleman because he had his own company. He was president emeritus, which is sort of like honorary, of the International Water for Life Foundation, a nonprofit based in Oklahoma City. Okay, so I guess that's still there if you're interested. And in 1992, he became a doctor of alternative medicine at the Open International University for Alternative Medicine in India. So we're using alternative medicine, and the new word that has been evoked. Richard, do you remember what I said, integrative medicine?
Yes, but we're getting way away from Emoto. I mean, you wanted us to simplify things with Emoto. Hello?
Well, that was his, that's his bio. I'm reading his bio.
Well, you didn't clarify that to the audience that that's who you were speaking of. Come on now.
Okay, well, I thought we were still on Matsuru Emoto in the water.
Well, we are.
All right.
I mean, you know.
I was reading. I said I was going to clarify that. So that was Yamamoto. It was Yama. Now I can't even say his name. He was born in Yokohama, Japan. His name Matsuru Emoto. So Matsuru Emoto. So his education was Yokohama Municipal University, and he was born July 22nd, 1943 for you astrologers, and he died October 17th, 2014 at 71. What did he die of? Does it say? He renamed the vibrationometer. Vibrationometer became an operative himself and started business dealing in vibrations. There you go, Marci. So back to you. He's not a quack, but they did say
right.
a diploma
No, he's
mill.
not. If you guys have bought his books, his photos are incredible. He has them in different languages. The photos, the star flakes, you guys should just get his book on water and healing, because we have the four elements that are in us: air, earth, water, and fire.
So you wouldn't call him a quack, but on Wikipedia.
Oh no! I learned a lot from him because I understand sound. I understand water. I've done healing immense amount. I've done rebirthing. Everything is to do with that fluid, the washing. When I clear people out, a lot of times the energy will be stuck. It'll transform into more liquid. So no, he's not a quack.
I'll let Richard address that. Richard, somebody in Wikipedia. Now, folks, Richard is very talented with education and words, somewhat of a wordsmith. But, Richard, if you may want to help us online in Wikipedia, and you, Marci, and I will too, because a lot of these people, they put in here, in 1992, he became a doctor of alternative medicine at the Open International University for Alternative Medicine in India, a diploma mill which targets quacks to sell its degrees and was later shut down. So people, with metaphysics, we're going to work with you for certification with American Communications Online and our Psychic University, and certify our practitioners, but we're using integrative medicine, and we'll get a lot of these other words that we're sharing, but we're educational entertainment today under the discussion of metaphysics. So, Richard, you know, they call a lot of people, because it's cutting edge or fringe, or pseudoscience, and we're going to have these people, they call them haters in the politics on social media, but we're going to have those people that go out and debunk, just like they do UFOs and those people that research them. So we will have that in this water vibrations that Marci is so good at. So let's see. He actually went to Yokohama Municipal University and took international relations. Now, we have in my UAP associate group, one of the founders is from Japan, and his name is, these Japanese names. I love people from Japan. Norio, Yokohama. Let me look him up real quick. So, but I'm going to, we've got so much going on. Let me look up UAP. We'll just mention it on today. UAP Associates. Let me look up his name. He does citizens investigators, but Richard can help me. UAP Associates, E-Force Agency. Let's see. Where's his name? I'm so embarrassed, folks. Do so many handles or hats, and we have it's been social media, which has been great for the world getting to this. Where is his name? Oh my gosh, these blogs. I do so many blogs. But let me mention, in case you guys want to join us, is, where is he? I can't find people myself, and I'm an author and a writer, American. Where is his name? Let's see, UAP. I'm so embarrassed. Alien Contact Association, UFO Secret Space. We'll just mention that today, but we'll try to get back to Fridays. But we're doing so much. Where is his name? It's Well, let me see if he's up here.